color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries, competition.
All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line. Watch two. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On second down now, it's Sanders. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 3rd and 2, McNair. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now this throw caught left side. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again is Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
We got gun. We got 3. Kill.
Throwing again. Newton. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, McNair forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Complete to Jones. 23 yards, the final tally. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready? 780. Gun. 3 down. Ready?
Newton on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now one here in the second quarter.
So how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, Newton. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's George. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They run the counter. George. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Newton. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Now a first down throw for Newton. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Newton to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now McNair off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, got tight left. Four there. Mike Zink. Hey, check Mike. Mike six. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on 3rd down. McNair. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Hit and a loose football, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. At their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Newton. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's George. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Newton now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's George. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. On first down, it's Newton. Caught by Nelson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. From the red zone now, Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain?
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the
and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. McNair. He finds his man Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, McNair. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Great. Express! Go.
2nd down and goal. Newton, he'll find Metcalf. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Gun.
On 3rd down, it's George. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Another run with Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now McNair. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he finds Cook. as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. McNair to throw. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. George. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey! 20.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hayes. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. A strong running. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now McNair looking for a 1st down throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's McNair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. They were looking for Johnson that time. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw, Newton. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. On fourth down, Newton. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's McNair. And he's going to go down again. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you know, just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together,